Overall, I like the support. I think the 5 minutes fine. I like the potential upside to 1 till 2. It is struggling a little bit. Could have been a little bit quicker to take profits here. Volume could be a little bit more. Let's see if there's a break over 1.5. It's struggling though. It's struggling a lot. What's good, traders? Welcome back. We got a lot moving. I mean, right after 10:30, some serious momentum started picking up. We got BCAB. Look at this huge pop here, 17%. Okay, it's not that big, but for the fact that, you know, it was not really doing anything and then just runs, pretty crazy. We have PACB as well. This one, look at this volume, 1 million shares being traded per minute on $11 stock. That's really insane. But again, only like a 40% move, kind of weird. DNA, another ticker, similar situation, up to 4 million shares being traded per 1 minute. Absolutely ridiculously crazy, but only a 50% move. So really weird how they're just getting rejected, and these moves are really small. I mean, when you see something like this as a small cap Momo trader, you're instantly like, oh, this is like a 200% gapper. And then you're like, wait a second, only went to 350 to 5? That's nothing. So a lot of overhead resistance. You know, we're still in this like hot but cold market at the same time, where you get some nice Momo and then it's done. It's just gone. And that's been really tricky to trade. So for me, I've just been trying to get aggressive as possible early on and then take profits really quickly, as you guys saw in the intro video, where, you know, I bought low on that pullback and then I sold right away into the pop. And if it continues to go higher, I'd be happy to rebuy, but I don't see a lot of good continuation. Right here, we had some great continuation. I was not trading DNA at all. I wish I started noticing it around 9:45, and then I could have started maybe trading this move, but I came to this one too late. And a lot of the tickers I traded today, I came a little bit too late to the party. Let me show you guys what I mean by that. So this is what I'm up. I'm up $1,387. So pretty decent day. And this is crazy because I did only like a handful of trades after the market opened. I think I did 2 trades on VERU and I made $40. So I made all my money pre-market, mostly from like 7 to 8 and then a little bit after that. So it's going to be some good ones to talk about. I think let's just start with KTTA. This one was pretty insane. And actually, before we talk about KTTA, let me just show you really quickly here the stats. What I'm really proud about myself here today is the risk reward was really nice. I mean, we're talking like 1 to 1.5 risk reward. That's really good. Profit margin's nice, and total winners are solid. But everything I feel like always stems from the your risk reward. So I was cutting losers today extra quick. You guys will see that in my recording if you guys watch it. And today overall was just a smooth day, and maybe that's why I wasn't aggressive on VERU after the open. But I really think my problem with VERU was the fact that I was between VERU and MTTR Matterport, and I was looking at both tickers, and I was like, paralysis through analysis kind of situation where I couldn't decide which one to trade, and I just watched both of them for like 15 minutes and I didn't trade either one, actually like 30 minutes, and that was pretty embarrassing. Usually when I'm in that situation, I'll just pick a ticker and stick with it and go, and I don't even care. I'll try to pick the best ticker, so that probably would have been VERU. And just stick with it, because if you're split between 2 tickers, it's awful. You end up, you know, doing exactly what I did, where you don't do any trades. So KTTA was the intro you guys saw. I ended up trading this one, and I traded a little bit more here. I actually ended up giving back here, and then I made a little bit back here. But both times we didn't have that continuation, so both times I really ended up stopping out. And that's really what I'm talking about. You know, you get these quick moves, and then boom, it's dead. And then KTTA was such a disappointment at the market open, and had a quick pop and then just totally failed. So that was a little depressing. 5 minute or the daily chart, you can see all the resistance coming in, and on the 5 minute you can see just that constant resistance selling off, and it's a bit of a descending triangle that eventually broke the downside, so not very nice. Now, without a doubt, VERU was the big winner today, no questions. I mean, this was nice. Now look at this beautiful move at the open, and guess who did not trade it? Me. 30% move here. I honestly, I don't know why I didn't trade it. Oh, actually I did. I do know why. I told you I was focused on MTTR at the time, but I don't know why I didn't just like say, Alex, you know, VERU is the clear winner, why don't you trade that one? I don't know why I didn't do that. Maybe I didn't want to get back profits. Maybe I'm using it as an excuse that I was distracted by MTTR. I don't know. There's always maybes, but it's a little disappointing. Anywho, let's kind of zoom in on this one first on the 5 minutes to give us good perspective, bird's eye view. This one popped up really quickly and I got some okay trades on it. I came to the party a little bit late here. I think I was literally on the restroom when this happened, and I came back and it was somewhere in this area. I wanted to buy this pullback. I missed that. I bought higher here. I was kind of getting shaken out, made a little bit, lost a little bit, and then I missed this zip, like this little breakout here, and I'm like, I knew anyway. I basically end up 360, just scalping. Then it has this beautiful red to green. There was a time red to green move. There was a time I was trading red to green moves like my life depended on it. So this was a nice move, and that's a lot of volume for this kind of ticker. The second it broke over the 90 EMA, I should have been jumping on this one. There's no excuse for that. So shame on me. I should have been getting super aggressive. Right here I missed a really nice entry. Literally by a few cents. I had my limit order like in the low 30s and I just missed it. And I was trying to chase here as well, but it still didn't work. And then at this point, I felt like I was chasing too much. I got a little bit of an entry, but I was waiting for a lower move. Look at my entry's at 84. It's almost at the perfect low. I was just constantly, and I'm not bragging, I'm like, it's a bad thing. Like I was looking for too low of an entry on a ticker with way too much volume and momentum. And that was my mistake. You want to be patient, but then you want to get aggressive when there's a good setup like VERU, because you don't want to miss a ticker by like 2-3 cents. I hate when that happens, and today it happened. And then when it's working, you want to size in. So obviously I would have sized in, but I didn't get my entry, and then it just rips up here 20%, and I'm like, yeehaw, but I wasn't on it. So overall, I mean, this ticker is up on the day. It was up like 56%. Also not that much, kind of awkwardly low. Yeah, I got a little bit of a move here, but again, nothing interesting. And then I got one more little pop here, but I felt like at this point I was the idiot who was like, missed the whole move and buying high. So I instantly had low confidence. It dipped a little bit and I just closed it. I think I don't know. I think that was a break-even trade. So yeah, there you have it. Those were like the two big winners. And then I traded DRCT as well, which had I made 300 on this one, DRCT, which had some good potential. Daily chart, kind of rough, relative volume a little bit lighter, but it's high relative to the other small days, but not relative to the big spike day. 5 minutes okay, but this is another ticker that I just came a little bit too late to the party. My trades aren't showing up right now, but I traded it, okay, yeah, right here in this area. I made a little bit. I think actually my first trade was like $150 loss, which is kind of frustrating. Then I got a nice little dip, sold right away, another dip, sold into the, pop higher, and then I, kind of dropped the ball on it, or I basically stopped looking at it because I was like, it feels like there's a lot of sellers on this one because look at this, huge volume, really nice. We had 300 shares being traded here, which is nice because pre-market we weren't getting a lot of volume, but again, it gets stuck, like huge, like it just hit a wall. That's what it felt like. It was just like, boom, stop moving to the front side. And yeah, the market just had aggressive sell-off. So the market open was a little bit disappointing. Obviously, VERU popped up. And, after this little disappointing, red to green move, that's when I should have traded it. But let me show you what I was looking at. I was looking at MTTR, which actually would have been great to trade too. Honestly, it doesn't even matter which one I would have traded. Just one of them. I should just, 5 minute breakout, 1 minute pullback. What am I doing? Why am I not trading this? So either one of these tickers would have been absolutely phenomenal to trade. And I'm super disappointed in myself that I didn't trade it. So shame on me for that. Oh well, I'm up, over 1,000 today, so I should be happy. XELA, I had 2 trades on this one. Both, one was actually I had 3 trades on this one. I had 2 losers and then 1 winner, and literally all 3 canceled each other out. Super weird. Lack of continuation as well. Not super high relative volume on this one, so that's not nice. And then VCSA, I'm down 50 on this one. This was just a VCSA. This was just a really quick dabble. I traded it right here in this area. I ended up cutting my losses really quickly on it, and it pulled off, and then it popped up, pumped up higher again. But I think I did the right decision to cut losses here on this break of VWAP. And the reason for that is, when in doubt, zoom out and look to the left. And look at that, flush. This was kind of nasty. So, and then again, market opens and a flush. So that's why we have the saying, when in doubt, zoom out and look to the left. And typically these tickers repeat themselves to some extent. So right here on this move, I wouldn't be super aggressive because there's a good chance, it's going to dump. That's just how it goes. It's unfortunate, but it's how it goes. Actually, it's not unfortunate because at least you know what's coming to some extent. So hope you guys got some value out of that. It was definitely nice to see a little bit of pre-market action today, and the market open wasn't super miserable like it has been, so it's been a little bit more of a fun trading day today for sure. Let's hope that momentum continues, and let's hope we only have a hot market hopefully going forward. It might be another few weeks, but with that promising CPI data coming out, I feel like a little bit positive here, optimistic for the first time in like 6-8 months, so that's a good sign. All right guys, I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.